Hello there. Today I'm going to talk to you about a different kind of game. You see, here's the thing. The first two games I've shown you are both quite gamey. And by gamey, I mean quite ruley. I mean, Space Cadets, with my main complaint with that is how long it takes to learn it and how long it takes to teach it and all that kind of marking. Hostage Negotiation, again, great game. Not overly complicated, really, but still, you're going to be there. You're still going to be referring back to the manual a few times. And it's not what you want. I mean, maybe it is, but you probably don't want this, right? Do you? What you want is a game that you can learn in 10 minutes, teach in 5, never look at the manual again, never have to. You want a game that you can take at Christmas to play with your gran, and then, months later you pull out when your mates are drunk and you've all come around and you've been having a laugh and you just want to keep having a laugh. And I've got a game for you, a game that is great. It's just a really simple concept, by which I mean it's concept. The game's called Concept, and Concept is I can teach you 90% of what you need to know to play this game in one sentence. Are you ready? Charade's the board game. That's it. There you go. You've got it. In your mind, you've probably already got it. You might not, so I'll take you a little bit deeper, but there isn't really that much deeper to go. What you've got is a board, and this board has all these different symbols on it. Hold on, let me unfold it properly like that. These symbols mean things, and they mean the things that they look like they mean. This one means fire. This one means animals. This one over here means kind of something that's fragmented, or there's lots of it. This is a cone. These colours, that's it. Really, that's the board, and that's most of the game. The rest of the game is figuring out how to put things on the board, and I'm folding it away, even though I'm going to need to refer to it. This is actually a pretty difficult game to demonstrate while holding it up, because most of it is just showing you how the board is used, and it's used in pretty simple ways, but they're easier to understand visually, I think. Let's get to the game. On your go, if it's your go, I mean, everyone, this is going to be keep going round. You're going to get a card. It'll be a card like this. It will have 9 words on it, and you pick one that you think you, using just those things on the board, can explain to someone else. So this one's got what? Plumber, an outlet, and Barbie. And the top section's pretty easy. The middle one's middle, and the bottom one is the not easy. Like phrases like limber like a monkey. Is that a phrase? Anyway, so then once you've got your phrase or word or whatever, and you've plugged it down in front of you need to communicate that to other people using the stuff on the board. So what you do, you've got this. It's a green question mark, and you place that on the thing that most represents what the thing overall is. So if it's a person, you'd put it on the person bit, man or woman, or maybe in the middle if it's a bit of both. If it's an animal, you'd put it on animal. If it was a film, you'd put it on film. If it was a book, you'd put it on book. It's a bit like in charades where you go, it's a film, same kind of deal, but with that you've got more options. You can do more things. Actually, you can do a lot more things, because one of the things with this game, it's even in the manual, is it tells you to kind of be creative in how you put stuff on the board. For example, if you're doing Lord of the Rings, well, is it a book? Is it a film? Well, just put it in the middle. It's both, people know it as both. Why not? You don't have to be tied down to these boxes. Use it however you want. So anyway, you're going to put this on the main concept for what you're after, and then you're going to have some little square clear gem things. These are brilliant. These are lovely. Let me just pour those into the handily provided bowl that they give you for the game, and it's got keeps all of your squares in, and they look really nice. So then now it's a film. Well, what kind of film is it? Well, you take this green box and you start putting things on things. Is it a film about fighting? Well, maybe I'll put one on conflict. Maybe it's a film about romance. I'll put one on a heart. Do that kind of thing. Is it a film about particular people, or is it places or whatever? You just start putting cubes down, but that might not be enough. I mean, for example, let's say as a theory, I was doing Terminator 2. So I'd take the big green one and I'd put it on film because it's a film. And then I'd take a green blib and put it on time, because it's a film about time travel, but they won't know that. They will just know it's about time. And then you'll say, he's fighting, says fight, so I'll put one on the conflict. But then it's not enough. It's just, what, a film, fight, time. God, it could be anything, really. So there's these ones. Look, there's 4 of these exclamation ones in different colours. And that's where the other colour cubes come in, because these are sub-concepts. So if I was doing Terminator 2, well, we know it's a film involving fighting and time in some way. So now I'm going to put this on man. I'm going to put that on man, right? And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this on the one that's like mechanical and gears and stuff. And I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it on the electronics. And now, man, robot, man, electronics and machinery. That's like a robot man in a film about time and fighting. Is it? Oh gosh, it's Terminator, isn't it? And then you go, and then you take your third concept-y kind of thing. Again, you've got 5 of these and you put it somewhere, and then you put a couple of yellow things on the number 1 so they know it's 2. It's Terminator 2. It's the second one. But anyway, that's kind of it. You've heard the game, really. I mean, there's a few little extra bits you can do, like, again, to do with the creative way, you can use cubes. So let's say, for example, you've got something that's about people. You've got a film that involves a lot of men, so you put a cube on man, right? Oh god, the board's fault. You know what? Just assume I'm talking about putting things on man right now. So you put a cube on man, right? And then another cube on man, and maybe another cube on man. So now I know there's like 3 men or lots of men on that. But maybe that's not what you're trying to convey. Maybe you're trying to say that there's just one really important man in that. So maybe instead of putting a few cubes just jostled around like on there, maybe what you do is you stack them up, which is not going to work in my hand, but whatever. You stack them up into a little tower so they know it's one big or important man. Maybe you do that, Use them however you want. Start putting things down, and if it starts leading them the wrong way, if they, if you've put red down and they start thinking it's about blood and you didn't mean blood, you meant roses, then just take that cube off again. Let them know, no, don't, you're going the wrong way. Stop it. Do whatever you want. Move things around. Literally move things around while they're talking. Make sure to put them on a particular part of the picture so they know, well, I'm talking about a bee, so I'm actually going to put it not just on animal, but literally on the bee. Do whatever you want. And that's the whole game, really. I mean, there's one other thing to the game, which is it's these, and these represent points. You get things right and you get points. And then at some point you stop. Someone's got enough points and you stop playing. And that's not really what the game's about. It really isn't. The manual, which is it's 4 pages long, and most of that is just, little examples of what you can do with the game, because it's so simple, you really don't need rules at all. Even they specifically say that they kind of just gave up on using the points pretty early. And I agree. You don't play this for points. Let me tell you the best time we've had playing this so far, because I've played it a few times. We took it along to one of the board game nights that we have. And the thing with these board game nights, board games can take a while. They can take, an hour and a half, 2 hours. And, they've got all these people playing all these games, but never quite syncing up in terms of time. So you want to play a game with someone else, but they're still in the game. They're going to be half an hour, and you could start on a little game, but then what if you run over a bit and then they're waiting for you, but then maybe they get pulled into another game meantime, and you don't get to play the game you want with the people you want. It's calamity. But this game, what I did, I set this up, went in the night, set it up, put it down, and just invite people on, because this game, like I said, you don't care about the points. You're just playing it for fun. You dip in and out. When people were waiting for a game, they come round, sat down, played a couple of rounds, and then went on the merry way, and it was fine. I had people there the whole time coming in, playing the game and going off, and it was hilarious. It was a great laugh, because it's just a really nice, friendly, light, quick, easy game that's tons of fun and everyone enjoys. And this is the game you can play with your gran and with your drunk mates. It really is. And let me tell you, let me put it in these terms for you. in your cupboard, if you are maybe an older person, in your cupboard you have games, don't you? You've got Monopoly there, you've got Cluedo, you've got Trivial Pursuit. At the bare minimum, you've got those. Probably Scrabble, and maybe a chess set that no one ever plays. No, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Well, maybe don't get rid of them, that's me. But this is the game that goes in your cupboard. This is the thing you pull out when you just want to spend a bit of time. This is when your grandkids come round, they're a bit bored. This is the game you pull out at Christmas and you're all, you've just finished eating and you're tired. This is the game that you have just there for whenever you want to play a game and you're not sure what. Because this game, anyone can play. You don't need to teach it. You don't need to teach anyone how to play this game. You just play it. That's all I can say about it, really. There you go. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.